Hello everyone, and welcome to this video where I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can close 2 to 5 deals with your real estate business with literally just $5 per day. And if you don't believe me, check out one of these testimonials from our customers. Now, I want to make sure I'm in integrity with this testimonial. I know a lot of people just post stuff up and kind of take credit for people's success, and that's never been my style. So I want to give you the backstory and make sure, like I said, this is in integrity. And then I'm going to literally show you how we can set up a lead form ad campaign, how we can take people inside of Facebook Messenger to start a conversation, and then ultimately how we can be of service and really the best way to convert these types of leads. So let's get into it. So this is Sloane. He purchased my Q the Real Estate Bot, was what it was called at the time, back in probably 2018 or maybe 2019. And basically, I reached out to a lot of my past customers from that system because I've been compiling my case studies and just really showing kind of the results that we've been able to get. And, this was one of the, amazing responses that I got. And I hadn't talked to him in a while, and we had, dialogue back and forth before. And like I said, I'm not here to take credit for his success. However, I do want to show the method that we taught and how he used it, and ultimately implement, kind of this exact method on a live client with you guys. So I'm literally going to go into a live ad account for a client, set all this stuff up, which I don't even do anymore, just to give you guys some value and show you guys this is all possible for you. So he basically has closed over 15 deals from Facebook/bot leads, which would be Facebook Messenger. If you haven't checked out the other video I did on Messenger, you can check that one out after, so you maybe have a better idea of what Facebook Messenger ads are on their own. In this example, we're going to use a lead form and then take people into a bot, right? So long story short, he basically spends, $1,000 to get a deal. And, from my understanding, he's basically going to, make around 10K per transaction. It obviously ranges, but he basically, you could see it there. He spends 6 to 12 grand a year, and he makes, 62 to 100 grand pretty much from that ad spend, and all from this simple kind of system that I showed him. Like I said, he tailored it. He had to do the work he had to do to make it all work. I'm not saying, I just single-handedly did it, but he used our method, used our program, and, put together something that really worked. So still uses it to this day. And so I figured it'd be an awesome video to create for you guys. That way you guys can actually see how this full system would work, and how to kind of make it more, the word I guess would be, modernize it for now, since what worked in 2019 is a little bit different now from a logistical and technical standpoint. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to run a Facebook lead form ad campaign, show you how to provide that list of homes, which is going to be what we're offering via Messenger instantly, and then how we can use kind of a follow-up question to start a conversation. Lastly, how to actually convert these leads, which from me and my perspective is all about service consciousness, seeing where you can be of service, seeing where you can add value. It's more fulfilling, it makes you feel good, and ultimately, if people are clicking your ad, filling out your form, inquiring, somebody is going to buy, somebody is going to sell. It's just plain old math. And this method that I'm going to be showing you only costs $5 a day. For our client, we're going to use $10 a day, since that's what she's ready to do. But you can start with $5 a day, and we'd be happy to help you with this method too. If you have any questions, I've been getting a lot of comments or messages on my Facebook. So if you guys have questions or you're interested in implementing this and you need help, just message me. And I've been helping some people via voice notes and just, making sure you guys are all successful. So with that being said, let's get started. So I'm literally going to be doing this inside of a live ad account. So I'm going to show you this is a live ad account, not holding anything back. So we're going to start by clicking create, And we are going to Facebook change this. So if you're not familiar with this, you can do take a tour and it'll toggle back to the original or the previous objectives that they used to have. So I think now it's technically leads. So you would just click on leads. And now we're going to go to our actual, naming the campaign. So if you're familiar with, kind of the methodology for naming these campaigns, you'll know that I'm going to do cold traffic, which is just basically naming the type of traffic. And then I'm going to type in the actual campaign name, which is lead generation. And for the ad set, I use my, my trusty Google Doc here where I have all my processes laid out. And I basically paste that here. Long story short, this is just what I've designed for myself and my clients so that I can easily understand what type of ad we're running, who the ad's showing to, what the ad is about without actually going inside of the campaign. So if you watch other videos from other people, they may have it named differently. It really doesn't matter. It's more just what I've created. So for ad, I just do image number 1. And that basically is pretty much it. So now we're going to go to continue. And we're going to be taken through the process of creating the ad. So if you guys have been here, you're going to go to housing. You know that. If you're new here, you got to choose housing. That's just mandatory. And that's just what you got to do. So we're going to make sure this is all off. And we're going to go next. So realistically, what this client is wanting to do, right, is we have two potential angles. We have, as you can see on the page, helping people that are moving from California to Tennessee and helping people in Tennessee move to different parts of Tennessee, right? So in this specific strategy, I'm just going to be showing you I'm going to just focus on Tennessee. Just because that's what I'm going to focus on in this specific video. And so we'll be showing, lists of properties that are relevant to people that are in Tennessee to potentially move. Maybe they need to buy their first home, or maybe they want to sell and upsize or downsize. We don't know, right? So that's where the messenger part of this system is going to be really valuable, because we'll collect their name, email, phone number for cheap. This will be $1 to $2 or maybe a little bit more. And then we'll get people into the Facebook Messenger, which should probably cost $5 to $6, assuming, 3 to 4 out of 10 convert into the conversation. And then out of those people, there should be about a 50% conversation rate, like just some back and forth. And then realistically, we're aiming from $250 to $1,000 to get a new client. That's really what we've seen with simple ads like this. So what we got to do here, this is perfect for you guys to see. So we just got to view these terms and agree to them. The reason we have to do that is because in this specific ad campaign, we're going to be running a Facebook lead form. And because we're using a Facebook lead form, we have to abide by, Meta or Facebook's rules. And so we're just basically being compliant with the way that they, ask you to be. That's really all we're doing, right? So instant forms is what we want to select. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our budget. So let's set our budget for $10 per day on this specific ad campaign. You can start with 5 if that's where you're at. And then you're going to choose people living in this location. And for this specific one, we're going to type in Nashville. And we're going to go to Nashville, Tennessee. And we're going to make this a little bit bigger just because I know where she is in the market. And basically, we have the ability to tap into some different areas. So we're going to do 25 miles. That should be good. And like I said, if we're getting people that are too far or whatever it is, then we can make this adjustment. But you'll be good to start with 25 miles, or 15, excuse me. So we're going to start with 25 just for this specific client. So literally showing you something I'm going to launch live. Okay. So now for detailed targeting, I'm going to leave this open. I don't want to put any sort of limits on the system. It's a very simple system, so I'm going to leave this open. Same with the targeting. I don't want to think about that. Let's just let the ad, let's let this proven concept work itself, and we're good. So now, because this is a live campaign, I'm going to name this the way that I would. So we've got 18 to 65. That tells us the age we're targeting, which we can't change, so there's nothing to change here. Now your audience is going to be the audience you target. So I'm going to do no targeting. If I typed in Zillow, if I typed in Trulia, if I typed in Redfin, I don't think Redfin's up there, but Realtor.com, then I would type those in, or I would type real estate batch, right? But since I'm leaving it open, I'm going to do no targeting. And then for city state, I'm going to do Nashville, Tennessee, and then I'm going to do 15-mile radius, and there we go. And now what we're going to do is add angle. So we're going to type in Nashville homes list, because that's what the ad's going to basically call out. And then placements, we're going to do automatic placements. So now you guys can see behind the scenes, this is exactly what we do. So everything's good. Now we can move to the next step, okay? And then for the Instagram account, we're just going to link that correctly, and basically everything's good. Now we got to create the actual ad. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to basically get all the ads set up, and then we'll do the Canva kind of ad in a little bit. So I'm going to just type in buyer templates, which is where I have my proven template, and I'm just going to copy all of it and go here. And now we're going to just remove this, since this is just a part of the template, and we're going to use this for this. Okay, so we're going to go here, and then I'm just going to get a list of Nashville homes for sale. Okay, so now the ad's pretty much done. We just got to edit some of these different things. Okay, so the first thing is going to be the city. So the city goes here. So Nashville homes on the market. And then for the adjective, we're just going to use stunning, right? Or beautiful or something like that. So check out these stunning homes that just hit the market in Nashville. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change this call to action button to learn more, since that's what it says in the ad. Click learn more below to get a custom list of homes instantly. Okay, so now the only thing really that's missing is creating the form, linking it to the CRM, and the actual image, right? And then the messenger stuff. So what we're going to do here is I basically just made this right now. So my media buyer has, like I said, I don't do this. Let me see if I could show this to you guys. So my media buyer, organizes all this stuff and runs the ads now that we have all these proven methods. So these were all photos that were gathered by him based on how I've trained him to gather the photos. So I basically uploaded all these to Canva for the sake of this demo. And I just made, this ad, right? And so I just went into Canva. I went to elements and I chose grid. And I can show you here. So then I just chose, which one was that? So this one was this, and I just drag it there. And then once you upload your photos, you just put, your different ads right here. So like this would be like that, and then maybe this one, right? And so there's your ad, okay? So you would basically, you can do multiple, but for this specific example, I want to keep it super simple and just start with one. So I personally actually like and have a better feeling about this one converting over this one. Obviously, I'd have to let the data decide. But for this particular example, I'm just going to go with this one, download it, and upload it into the ad or into the ads manager. So I'm going to click download. Then I'm just going to download page 2, since that's the one that is the one I'm going with right now. Now I'm going to go back to the ads manager, click add media, click add image, click upload, and then go to downloads, and I'm going to choose this image. Now, you can actually just do one single individual image, but I think for this particular ad, this is good. And you just want to make sure everything's sized well. So this will be original, this will be original too, and then this one we'll do a recommended size, and we're just going to crop it to, you know, the best part of this house. Actually, this will probably be better. All right, let's see if I can. Yeah, so the best part, or the best way to do this would just be one singular image. So I'd say like that. Since this is going to be like a corner ad, maybe move this a little bit down right there. So that's good. So ad looks good. We're going to go done. The one thing I'm noticing is this fence here. That may, I mean, like I said, you kind of have to gauge it, but you know, this is obviously another one to consider. I may correct this, you know, as time goes on. Like, let's say the ad's not performing as well. That's the value of kind of having people do this for you, is, you know, things change and you may need to optimize it or whatever. But this is the idea, right? New Nashville homes on the market. Check out these stunning homes that just hit the market in Nashville. I spelled Nashville wrong. Nashville. And click learn more below to get a custom list of homes instantly. Cool. So everything's good. Now we get to make our form. So we're going to go to instant form, and we're going to click continue, and now we're going to go through the process of creating the form. So I just call this lead form number 1. Keeps it simple. More volume is the option we're going to select here. And then you could do a greeting here. Like I said, I like more volume for this type of strategy. Anything lower budget, if you're not over like 50 or $100 a day, you know, I wouldn't really mess with it too much, just because, you know, at a certain point, it's like splitting hairs. You're trying to do all these different things for something that you're only spending $5 or $10 a day on. Even 15 or 20, it's not really worth trying to optimize it. It's better to just create a solid offer, create a solid offer and basically automate it. That way you don't have to ever think about it again. So you can make money, you can make profit, and then you could either hire somebody else to do this for you, like an agency, or you can basically let it be and just increase the ad spend. So I lean more on the automation side. I just think that's where the world's going. I think more things will be automated, and there will be incremental, changes, and really just trying to do all these different things. So what's the best way to automate stuff is just remove variables, right? So for greeting, instead of having to think about it, write more things, I'm just going to click remove greeting. So now when they click on the form, they're just basically, being asked their name, email, and phone number, and that's where we're going to send them the list. And, now you don't have to think of a greeting. But if you do want to create a greeting, I would just use the same, the same type of headline here as here. So I would say, get a list of Nashville homes for sale. And then you could potentially put the ad here. Like, you could copy that, right? So, check out these stunning homes that just hit the market in Nashville. Enter your information and we'll give you instant access to these properties, okay? Boom. And there could be a little bit more higher intent, like I said, because now they're reading this thing, and you could even add a question here. So you could add a multiple choice. You could say, or you could even say, are you a homeowner or a renter? And then you can type in homeowner and you can type renter, and then they like click the ad. Now there's a little bit of like friction is what you would call it, and then they go into the information. But realistically, this offer doesn't really align with asking someone. Like if you're truly offering a list of homes and that's all you're asking for, realistically, you only need their email, right? So what's the point of, asking for if they're a homeowner or a renter? It's really just a sales tactic, right? So we want to be transparent and just really focus on the only thing they need, which is their info. And like I said, you only need their name and email. But we actually text the list to these leads through our automation system. So for us, it does add value. Because sometimes emails go to spam and text just pretty much, there's no spam for text, right? So, and they just opted in anyway. So anyway, I would remove the greeting, but I did want to show you guys how to do it in just some basic function while I'm in here. So I'm going to remove that, and then we're going to do questions, and we're just going to make sure that we do add category, user information. I like to do first name and then last name, not full name, just because if you ever need to export data or import it to a CRM manually, sometimes it's better to have it separate. So basically, we've got the first name, last name, email, phone number all pulled up here, and then we're going to say, tell us where to send your list of homes, right? And then first name, last name, email, phone number, so that's good. And we're not going to add any other questions, and then we're going to do privacy. So I'm going to go to the client's website. So I go here, and then I just go to privacy policy. So you would just go to your brokerage website, and you would just take that privacy policy link there, and then I just type in privacy policy. If you don't have a website, you can actually just have a templated privacy policy on a Google Doc and just put a link to that there. So that is okay. Completion. Now here is the fun part. So they're going to see the ad, they're going to click on the ad, obviously, they're going to fill out their information, and then from there, they're going to see this, right? And this is what we're going to edit now, but what we're going to do is we're going to click on, we're going to make this go into, our client's Facebook Messenger, so that it's not just like a lead that inputted their information. We want to actually get people that, input their info, and then from there they click to get access. And then when they click to get access, like they get that link in their text, they get their link on their email, and then they get the link on their Facebook Messenger. And then we can text them, we can email them, and we have them in their Facebook Messenger. And really the best part about Facebook Messenger is it's social. So we're going to make some adjustments with our client's page. We're going to put her face here. That way, when their leads are engaging with her, they're seeing her face, they're seeing her name, and it's a lot different than just, oh yeah, I clicked on that ad, and who's this person texting me, right? When you're Facebook messaging somebody, it's like you see their face. It's like you're talking to a human. So we've really, really seen this work very, very well. So for a headline, what we're going to do is we're just going to say, thanks. Get instant access to the list down below. That's like the main thing they're going to see, because the main thing we want, even though we want name, email, phone number, we want them in our messenger. And this is an awesome way to do it in a very clean way, because we get their info and then it takes them into the actual messenger, versus when you just do messenger ads, they could not put in their email or their phone. And so it kind of can make things harder to track and all the things like that. So thanks, get instant access to the list down below. And so what we're going to say is click view list down below, and then click get started inside Facebook Messenger to receive the list. Okay? So what this means is when we go to call to action button, we're going to do view website. So this means we can put a link here. And then for our call to action text, we're going to type in view list. Okay. And so now they're seeing, okay, click view list. down below, and you could even actually do a step. So click view list, right? I like to make things really, like if you can turn things into like step by step, like 1, 2, 3, 4, people just convert. So click view list, click get started on the next page to receive your list. So now they like saw this ad, very specific, and it says, thanks, get instant access to the list down below. Click view list, so they see view list. Click get started on the next page to receive your list, okay? And now it's like very clear, right? Thanks, get instant access to the list down below. Click view list, click get started to receive the list. Thinking I spelled receive wrong. Let's see. Yeah, I did. Okay, so let me get this. I never have this many tabs open, but I do when I'm showing you guys how to do this stuff. But thanks, get instant access to the list down below. View website. Now here's where we put in the link, okay? So this is where ManyChat comes into the picture. So let's go back to our diagram so you don't get confused. So we just set up our ad campaign and our ad set, which is lead generation ad. Ad set is our targeting and budget. Our image is our ad. We just built our lead form, or we're like literally right here building it, right? Now what happens after the lead form is where we're going to take them into ManyChat, which is a Facebook Messenger and Instagram, and it's a chat marketing tool, but we're going to focus on only Facebook here. And so what we want to do is we want to create a link, right? So that when people put their information, they get emailed the link, they get texted the link, but on top of it, immediately we want to get them into that messenger conversation so we can start the conversation. So this is where ManyChat comes in. So we just made this account. It's totally free right here for this client. So we're going to click Growth Tools, and then we're going to click New Growth Tool, and we're going to click on URL. Boom. So URL is just a URL. Like if you go to google.com, like that's a link. If I text you that link, you can open that link and you could text it to other people. It's just a link, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a link that takes the prospect or the lead into our client's messenger, and hopefully yours. So the trigger, right, the starting step is they just click the link. Now here's the automation. So the first thing we want to do is get them that list. So what we want to do here is go to search, and we're going to type in Nashville, right? Because we told them, hey, we're going to get you a list of homes for sale in Nashville. Okay, so here's the list, and it's pretty much good to go. If you do an ad that's more specific, like specific filters, then you would make sure you want to turn those on now. But for now, this is good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to, let's see, because I'm noticing that this link here is not let's do save search. Let's see. So the thing I'm analyzing right here is that this link, right, if I were to open this in a new window, this isn't going to take me to that specific search, right? Because it's not showing the actual, it's not showing the list of homes for sale in Nashville. So let's see if I can figure out how to do this. We basically want this to change here. We want this to change. So I'm kind of just configuring this particular website, right? Usually in most cases, it's pretty easy. Let's see if we can get, so it's still not changing. So see how this changed right here? So we basically want that. So give me 1 second to figure this part out. All right, so for the sake of the video, it looks like there's some additional things I've got to configure here, which is why at this point I don't do this, but I'm doing this for you guys. So yeah, what you would do, right, I can pull up another client that I have. Basically what I'm kind of confused about, or why it's not showing, is like if I were to type in on this website Los Angeles here, and that was the list of homes, you'll see here that this list, is dynamic. So when I click on this link, it's going to pull up the actual search. But in this specific scenario, for whatever reason, it's not really, the link is not changing. Therefore, we're not linking people directly to what it is they want. So, I mean, like I said, I don't want to make the video me just trying to figure this out. Let's see if I can do a drawing. Yeah, you'll see that this still doesn't change here. So, like I said, I'm not going to, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to copy this link, and we're going to take people here, and, I'm going to have to figure stuff out off this video, right? But what we would do is link that here, so that's all good. Or excuse me. We're going to make sure we put this inside of the messenger, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to type in welcome first name. I'm going to do hi, and then here's your list of homes you requested. And what we're going to do is click add button, and we're going to do open website, and we're going to paste that link. So what happened? We set up the ad. This is the lead form. Okay. So what we're going to do here is once we're done building this link is going to, when they see the ad, they'll click the ad, they submit their information, they click view list, it opens inside of Facebook Messenger, and then from there they receive this. So this is their messenger experience. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this view list, and I like to dress it up with some emojis, make it engaging. So hey, first name, here's your list of homes you requested, view list. So now I don't believe you can do this. Oh, you can do this with a free account. So I'm going to do a delay of, let's say, I wonder if I can do let's see. So yeah, so I guess I can do that. So I'm going to do 180 seconds. So that's basically 3 minutes. So what's going to happen? Yeah, maybe too long. Oh, okay. So that's fine. So what's going to happen is they do a list of homes that they requested. They can click there immediately. You could do less. I probably actually would do maybe realistically, right? Probably 45 seconds, because the majority of people may not open the list, or that's just the nature of it. We really want to create the conversation, right? So if we go a little too far, it may not, get as high of a response. So what I can do here is now I can do a text. So depending on, someone's willingness to do this stuff, I mean, I really like to, for me and the stuff I do, I like to really make it personal. So they click the list, there's a delay, and then from there I would do an audio or even a short video hey, this is Quinn, just wanted to say thanks for downloading the list. Quick question, are you interested in buying or selling or both? And then, that can literally be played via audio and video, and you can do images. So I could put, for example, this, right? I think this actually would be good for this ad, would be to show the image, right, of the actual properties. Boom. It kind of makes sense, so you can see the messenger experience here. So sorry, my circle's a little big right here, but you can see the experience. So they come in, and now it's oh, I just saw that photo, I just clicked on that photo, hey, here's your list. It makes sense. And then from here you do some typing, and then you would just say, I'll just probably follow up with just saying hey, and you can pull their first name. So hey, first name, are you thinking about buying or selling or both, right? And you can do, there's a little bit more advanced stuff you can do. I don't want to get this into too much, just because I'll probably make a full kind of messenger, series of videos, but this would be good enough to start a conversation, right? So, hey, first name, here's your list of homes you requested. And then after 45 seconds, you could say, hey, what did you think of the list even? So what did you think of the list? I like to ask multiple questions. It kind of makes it a little more open-ended. Like, what did you think of the list? Did you like any of the homes you saw? And then from there, that's as far as the automation will go in this example, but you can do a lot of stuff here. But that way, from there, it just starts a conversation, and then client gets notified and they can kind of humanize the conversation. And then as time goes on, we could make it more advanced, right? But for now, this is good. Hey, first name, what did you think of the list? Did you like any of the homes you saw? ? And then the lead can respond, right? And you could do a smiley face or anything like that. I'm probably just going to do a house here just to add some engagement here, and then that would be it, right? I don't want to over automate this specific strategy, and I'm just going to click publish. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go to growth tools. I'm going to click on growth tool, and I'm going to just copy this link, and I'm going to add it to the end of the form. Boom. So now what's going to happen is they see the ad, they click the ad, they submit their information. So we get name, email, phone number up front. We'll email that and text the list on the back end. But then our immediate goal is to get them into an actual conversation where they see your face, they see the social element of it. And, that's basically what we want to do, is create the conversation, not just a lead. So I'm going to click publish. I'm literally going to launch this with you guys, okay? So I'm just going to schedule this. It's Thursday at 8:40. So I'm going to just schedule this to go live at midnight. Okay. And then in the meantime, we got to link this up to the CRM and do all that stuff, but this is good for now. So this will go live July 1st at 12 a.m. and that's good. Everything looks good. Good. So we're going to click on next. And we're going to click on publish. So everything's good now. The only thing missing is how do we get these leads into the CRM? So that part's good. So let's close all this chaos, simplify it. So I'm going to go to our client's CRM, and we're going to go into integrating it. So I'm going to go on this, sub account is what it's called. This is where all the contacts are stored, so this is where the lead will come in. But I'm going to go to settings, and I'm going to just go to integrations. You guys are going to not believe how easy this is. So all we got to do is the page is already integrated, so I'm not going to redo that. You just click a few buttons, select the page, and then you just go to Facebook form fields, and it's going to take a second to load. Map the fields, first name, last name, email, phone number, done. So now when that lead fills out the actual ad, they're going to automatically go into this system and basically get the conversation started. So I think I can test this for you guys. Let's see if there's a way to do it where, I don't have my phone on here. I can do it kind of just via the actual camera up here, but let me delete me as a lead. I'll show you how this works, and we'll wrap it all up. So we're going to do Facebook lead ad testing tool, and what this is going to enable me to do is check out the Facebook form that we just created, since it's not like a website or something like that. So we got to use this developer tool, and I'm just going to go to this thing, and then here's preview the form. So there it is. So if you check right here, close this out. So if you check right here, you'll see there's no, my name's not here. I'll refresh it again just so you see it's live. So my name's not here, right? And the you can see here's the form. And so I'm going to show you our automation here. Let me make sure that that part of it's set up here. All right. Yep. All right, cool. So yeah, this is all this has all been set up, so we don't have to do it, but I'm gonna put in my info here. All right, so what's gonna happen is, so let me refresh again. So what's going to happen is I'm going to submit my information as a test lead. What's going to happen is my client will get notified of this test lead, and then I, as the lead, will get messaged with the actual list of properties, et cetera, et cetera. And, then there's all kinds of other follow-up and stuff we did. But I'll try to show you just via here, like, the messenger experience. So I'm going to click submit. And now I clicked on next. So the lead opens the ad. They see this. They click next. And then they click submit. Boom. So now that's an actual lead. And now we click on view list. So as soon as this opens, I'm going to close the tab just because I don't want to open up my messenger on this, and I can show it on here. But this is what the lead will see. They'll click view list. And since I don't have, this isn't logged in this specific way, I can kind of skip steps. But for people on Facebook, it'll automatically just take them into the messenger. But I can show you on here how that messenger experience looks. But in the meantime, this, my information as a lead comes into the system, and you can see in just a few seconds, I'll get texted. You'll see all that part of it, and then I'll open up this messenger. So we'll go to Growth Tool, click copy the clipboard, and let me paste it here on my phone. Boom. All right, so open in Messenger. Boom. So you'll see the lead sees this. It's a little, turn the brightness down. So you'll see right here, the lead sees this get started button. And so they click get started, and then it sends them that list immediately, right? So you can actually see there it is. It pulled up right here. I'm not sure. Oh, the text concierge is going to go live too. So boom, there it is. I got the, this experience, and I got texted from, or this is showing the bot sequence, and then it's showing me typing. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's like I'm typing. So it kind of looks like, like somebody's on the other end, and it's going to do that delay for 45 seconds, right? And then from there, what's going to happen is, then the lead can engage. So now we got name, email, phone number. That's good. And then we got them into a conversation, right? So hopefully you implement this. I'm telling you guys, this is insane. We showed you how to set up the ad. So the lead form, I know this is a little bit more of an advanced strategy, but I want to show you guys what we're doing. And I'm literally launching this. This is live. This is going live and, at midnight. It's in review, but this is a legit thing. And then, by the way, boom, what did you think of the list? Did you like any of the homes you saw, right? You can see that went out here on Messenger. And then the text, I think it may be jammed just because I already had my phone number here, and it doesn't run multiple times, but you can see on the back end, we've got automated text follow-up that sends them the list. So boom, there's the list. Did you get the list? Boom, all that's built out. So that would go, the lead would be assigned to that specific automation, and, they would get followed up with. We got their name, we got their email, we got their phone number, and we just designed a simple, awesome messenger experience where we could say, an audio message, a video message. We could really do anything. So hopefully this brought you guys value, and I really hope you guys implement it. This is an insane strategy. No one's showing this. No one's giving it away free. No one's, adding this much value as much as I think I am. So subscribe if this is valuable to you, so you can keep, staying in the loop on this content. And if you're interested in growing or working with me more intimately, I think that's really the value that I'm adding is like, yeah, you can invest into our program, and our program's amazing, and it teaches you all these different strategies and stuff. But really what I found is people want to be connected, and people want a community, people want to be heard, and people want answers to their questions. So if you want that, there may be a link below just for New Breed Agent Academy. That's how you can work with me directly. And you should be able to also, you can message me on Facebook or Instagram if you just want to chat before you check any of those things out. So I hope this was valuable. Subscribe. That means more than anything to me. Subscriptions, and just share it with a friend. Hope it adds value. And I will see you in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.